Having had very successful transition of power through democratic elections, the country is well set for esteemed economic growth and improvement of its dilapidated physical infrastructure. Hosting a population of over 800,000 and increasing steadily, the city has severe challenges in water supply. The situation is even worsened by the ever-increasing upsurge of refugees from Somalia.
The current water system that the capital uses right now that was designed by the Chinese in the 70s for a city of about 800,000 people. And as I mentioned earlier, we're pushing almost 1 million people.
On a daily basis, 10,000 cubic meters of water is pumped to the city. Water is pumped from the 13 wells in Gedeble to booster stations at Bio Kada, which boost the energy further, pumping into the Chines reservoir and then distributed to the city by gravity. In spite of the numerous challenges, Hargeisa Water Agency and the Ministry of Mining, Energy and Water Resources have managed to continuously supply the demand of water in the city. Africa 70 is working closely with Somaliland Ministry of Mining and Energy and Water Resources in a European Union funded project to uplift the water service infrastructure in Hargeisa. Since its inception in 2003, Africa 70 has supported the ministry in putting up generators, provision of equipment, maintenance of the existing infrastructure and offering training to the staff.
One of the main interventions was even producing a new billing system, that is the one currently adopted by the agency. Because before, each boreal was equipped with pump, generators, water meter. After our intervention, everything had been centralized at booster station in Gede. We provided even all the overhead electrical lines that are connecting the boreals with the pumping station and everything.
So far, Africa 70 is working on a master plan geared to holistically improve Hargeisa water infrastructure through 5 key areas, namely rehabilitation and securing existing infrastructure, increasing the water production in the well fields, including construction of Haraf infiltration gallery, rehabilitation and extension of the urban distribution system, rehabilitation of the main adduction pipeline from Gedeble to Hargeisa town. In relation to these objectives, the project has developed a hydrogeological study and mathematical model of the aquifer to identify new sources to be exploited.
We have a first basin that is northward of Gedeble, that has been explored by 2 study wells drilled by Africa 70 in 2007, if I'm not wrong, which gave us good hope for a possible additional 2,000 cubic meters per day. So we have Gedeble, here is this small basin called Hora Hadley. Eastward of Hora Hadley we have a long basin, more or less long like Gedeble, that is called Las Dure, from the name of a wadi crossing it, in which there are already 3 private wells that exploit this aquifer for rural, for irrigation mostly. This basin could constitute the second additional source for the town, the double of the Gedeble basin.
The increment of water production in Gedeble will increase the supply by 1,500 cubic meters per day. Construction of Haraf infiltration gallery is expected to increase the supply by 1,000 cubic meters per day. Development of new well fields in Hora Adley is expected to increase the supply by 2,500 cubic meters per day.
If we develop Hora Hadley,
That is the one near the,
Beyond?
the white.
and Las Dohur, we are going to double the quantity. We reach 20,000 per day.
For the above actions, Africa 70 has collected reliable data on the amount of exploitable water, as well as developing an accurate estimate of investment costs. The project has also produced the final designs of the investments for the rehabilitations of infrastructures and those related to development and exploitation of new sources. An investment and a financial plan was developed, presented and discussed with Africa 70 counterparts towards the realization of this plan.
All dead boreholes must be cleaned through high lifting, re-equipped with new equipment. Another one that is a priority, for example, is the replacement of the main pipeline, adduction pipeline, now linking the Gedeble well fields to the town. Another intervention that has been designed in the industrial plan is a new primary distribution network in the town that includes the construction of new pipelines starting from the main Chinese reservoir in town and joining this tank with new tank that we have designed in town in order to improve the coverage of the water supply system to the town.
The European Union delegation took a tour of the water supply system in Gedeble, Half Infiltration Gallery and Hora Hadley recently to witness what the situation is like.
We realize that there is a number of investments that need really a reinforcement because the population growth makes it that the infrastructure that exists now it's not enough to fulfill the needs of the Somaliland people.
These activities funded by the European Union are designed to improve the infrastructure of water supply in Hargeisa.